All right, hello Musicianship 2 students at UCR. This is MUS131B Week 5 Remote Lecture 1, the first of the remote lectures that we are going to do to make up for our missing class periods in Week 5. All right, let's go ahead and start warming up at the piano. Gonna do a little bit of singing today and some harmonic dictation. Let's warm up on Mixolydian mode. 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do, te, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Let's go to Dorian. 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do, te, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Phrygian. 2, 3, 4. Do, ra, mi, fa, sol, le, te, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, ra, do. And one more. Lydian. 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fi, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fi, mi, re, do. All right, let's go ahead and do a little singing in the Berkowitz book. So pull out your Berkowitz book and let us go to page 88. Page 88. Okay, on page 88 you're going to see number 360. Number 360. Notice that this is in the key of F major. And cut time comes in on beat 2. And it's got quite a few accidentals in it. Okay? All of the accidentals are raised notes. Okay, all raised notes. And usually approached as kind of an ornament, kind of in a step up, a leap down to a chromatic note, and then a step up to a normal diatonic note. Okay, so remember the methods that we used when you're leaping down to a chromatic note that steps up. Just imagine what that step up is and think T-do to it. T-do to it. All right, let's get the key of F major again. Sol is our first note. And we're going to go nice and slow. Okay, follow along. Make sure you're catching this. I'll try to make sure I don't make any mistakes either. So I'll give you 3 beats. 1, E and 2, E and 1, E and sol, la, fi, sol, si, la, la. Ti, do, la, ti, re, do, do. Mi, fa, re, mi, la, sol, sol, fa, fa, mi, re, mi, la, ti, mi, re, re. Sol, mi, fa, re, mi, ti, la, la. La, sol, fa, mi, re, fa, mi, mi. Re, mi, di, re, la, sol, sol. Ti, do, la, ti, mi, sol, do. Excuse me. All right, so that one had quite a bit of kind of some leaping around to some interesting places. A lot of re, they were really trying to establish kind of me as kind of a secondary tonal center there. All right, let's do one more. Number 361, next one on the list, the andantino amabile. Okay, look at this, 12/8 time, scan through it. You'll see this is in A minor. Okay, if you look around the second system, you will see it is mostly sort of A melodic minor, but notice that there are some ascending lines that have te in it instead of t. Okay, and that is usually indicative of the fact that we are centering in on another key there. Okay, so be careful of that. Make sure that you get that solfege correct. So we're going to take a nice slow 12 here. Okay, as much for me as it is for you. And let's go ahead and get A minor. Do. Okay. And I'll give you one measure and subdivide it 4. We'll do this in a compound 4, but very slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do me sol do me re do re ti sol do sol le fa sol fa me re do ti sol do me sol do me fa me re do te le sol do le sol le re me te la te do te sol me fa do ti do re do le fa sol la ti do re me fa sol le te do re me fa sol le sol fa me re do ti do sol sol do me sol do fa le do fa le ti do re do. And I'll give you guys some points to figure out where I modulated to in there and exactly where. So see if you can figure that out. I think I have a good idea of where I modulated, but all water under the bridge. We'll do the best we can. Okay, now let's jump to some harmonic dictation. Let's jump to some harmonic dictation. And here, we're going to do 2 examples. And next week's class, which is Tuesday of week 6, we are going to spend most of that time, nearly all of that time actually, dealing with the midterm presentations you're doing of your final projects. But we will spend a little bit of time getting the answers to a couple of these things. We're going to do 2 harmonic dictations here, and I want you to get a piece of staff paper, of course, do them, number them 1 to 2, and hold on to it, because for Thursday's class, for the second remote lecture, we'll do numbers 3 and 4 as well, and you'll turn those in as kind of your attendance for these 2 times after we check them out. Okay, so as promised, we're going to deal with harmonic dictation in the minor mode. We've done a tiny bit of that, but not very much. Okay, we've gone pretty far, into full diatonic and chromatic harmony in the major modes. So let's try some of that stuff in the minor modes as well. So start with a good old grand staff. Okay, get yourself into C minor. And as always, put the spaces and chords and everything underneath. This first one, number one, is going to be comprised of 6 chords. Okay, 6 chords, all diatonic. There won't be any chromatic chords at all in this example, with the exception of 5 possibly being raised into major. That almost has the pull of being a diatonic chord in minor, because it's so often done. So 6 chords total. There will be some inversions, but fully diatonic with both options for the 5 chord. Okay, I'm going to play this even voices. Okay, straight even voices like this. I'm not going to bring out one voice or another. Since this is YouTube, you can pull the slider back and listen to it as many times as you need to try and catch those voices. All right, here's the voicing for the 1 chord. You should recognize this voicing since it is my favorite one. Again. Okay, let's do it. Ready, go. Okay, that one was relatively slow. I'll play another one in case you'd like to hear it a little faster. You can toggle between these two if you want. So the same one, just a little faster. All right, number 2 is going to be in the same key. There will be 6 chords also. 6 chords also. But I'm going to let you know in this one, number 2, there is a possibility for there to be some difference between how the 5 chord is treated, whether it has a te or t, whether it's diatonic to minor mode, or whether it uses the melodic minor mode with the raised 7th in it, or the raised 7th scale degree. So there may be one or both or neither of those here. Also, beware of secondary dominance. Okay, expect to hear that in this example as well. Let's go for number 2. Same voicing as before. 6 chords. Okay. All right, here we go. For continuity, I'll play it one more time. And. Okay, again, I I may have treated 5 chords in 2 different ways and somewhat of a secondary dominant there. Okay, so those are some hints for you. Okay, that's going to be the end of this first little class. The next one for Thursday is going to continue along the same vein, so I'll see you guys then.